for a segment called More or Less, brought to you by ESPN Bet Sportsbook, focusing today on rookie quarterbacks. Bart, we begin with you. Jackson Dart, 36.5 rushing yards against the New Orleans Saints, more or less?
I think he might get that in the first quarter. Listen, this is a guy that also had design runs. You saw last week with the scatterable draws and things like that. But he also is a guy that if you play cover one, he can get those draws, he can get those yardage by not design runs. So definitely, I'm going to give him over 36.5. He got young legs and got moves. Oh yeah, hit it.
Dart's got something special going on right now, and it's not just his mobility, it's the energy he brings to this offense. But he lost a huge part of that offense with Malik Neighbors going down with an injury. The question is, who can step up? And you're not going to be Malik Neighbors. Who can step up and sort of fill that role? We've seen so many guys say next man up. Someone of the Giants needs to become that guy.
Let's be cooking. Harry, Cam Ward, more or less than half a touchdown pass against the Arizona Cardinals.
I'm going more. Let there be light. I know that's what Cam Ward is saying right now at home in his mirror in the restroom, but this is a quarterback who's been sacked more than anybody in the National Football League, 17 times. I think this weekend against the Arizona Cardinals, Cam Ward is going to be able to throw a passing touchdown, may even have two to be exact.
Well, listen, I think it's time, even a squirrel.
What's this analogy?
Yeah. No, all good. But listen, this young man, he said that they aren't really good. I think they rally around him. They find a way to get him some productivity, and I think guys step up for their young quarterback.
Let's go across the ocean. Bart, final one, more or less. Dylan Gabriel, 176.5 passing yards.
I'm going to go under slightly. I think, listen, the good thing about when you have no tape is defense don't know how to prepare for you, don't know what the offense is going to look like. But that's a lot to ask of a young quarterback. I think he goes less.
Can we not lean on Cam Schlittler from last night and know that these rookies can do amazing things in their big spots? I believe Dylan Gabriel's going to be okay. I'm inspired by all these rookie quarterbacks. I think Dylan Gabriel's going to do just fine.
One plays for the Yankees, one plays for the Browns.
Fair enough.
Here's the recap. A couple overs and under when it comes to Dylan Gabriel. If you like these plays, we parlayed them together at ESPN Bet Sportsbook app. Look for the more or less featured parlay on the homepage and in the parlay lounge. Let's drill down on this matchup, Minnesota and Cleveland. Harry Douglas, Dylan Gabriel. Do you see him being able to hold on to the job throughout the duration of the season?
I do. Number one, I love the simple fact that the Cleveland Browns made this change. They looked over at the New York Giants and said, man, that young quarterback Jackson Dart brings a different energy, a different aura to this organization. Let us make a quarterback change. But Dylan Gabriel, he throws with anticipation. He understands the offense, has a great grasp of what Kevin Stefanski wants to do. And at the same time, this young man played 6 years of collegiate football. He understands the game at a high level. He's very cerebral. I believe in Dylan Gabriel that he's going to be able to get it done for the Cleveland Browns this weekend across the pond.
Bart, agree or disagree?
I think he'll fare himself well. They're going to lean on this great defense. When you got a defense like that, you don't have to try and win the game by scoring a lot of points. You let other teams lose it. And I think when you think about all the injuries that the offensive line for the Minnesota Vikings have, Myles Garrett's going to eat. Listen, the Cleveland Browns have one of those throwback defenses that can turn your water off. And I think, they eat a lot this week. I think they lean on the run game, and this young guy gives them a lot of spark. We're going to see what happens when Minnesota sits over there for 2 weeks, how those effects. Are they going to be the fresher team, more acclimated to the time, or is Cleveland going to come over there juiced up?
Peter, what are you hoping to see from Dylan Gabriel?
Well, it's a big ask because Bart's right. The Vikings were out there for the Ireland game. They stayed out there all week. They're acclimated to the European time zone. They're ready to go. And Dylan Gabriel becomes the first rookie quarterback in NFL history to make his first start overseas. This is not ideal. They're dropping him in an unnatural place where he's not going to be comfortable. That said, what you don't know, you don't know. Maybe it's the best thing possible. Just throw him into the mix. Let's go. I've spoken to Brown sources. Here's what they will say. This guy is mobile. He can move. That was something that wasn't really there with Flacco. And if Flacco's the 41-year-old veteran quarterback, what you're asking Flacco to do is limit the turnovers. Don't kill us. Flacco threw 3 picks last week. So at this point, let's give Dylan Gabriel a shot. To Harry's point, 64 collegiate starts. He's seen it at all different levels. He's seen it at multiple schools. This is the kind of guy that might be ready for this ask because it is a big, tall mountain with all the things going up against him.
So let me say this really quick. One of the things that I love about Dylan Gabriel, that's one of his strengths, he doesn't hold on to the football. He gets the football out quick. His offense, when he was at Oklahoma, when he was at Oregon, was all predicated on getting the ball out quickly, timing routes, and being precision in the pass game. And I love the location of his passes that gives his receivers and tight ends opportunity for yards after the catch, too.
I think the Browns plus 3.5 is the play here. There's 2 things you want to focus on. Number one, Joe Flacco. Can it get any worse? The turnover-worthy plays on a consistent basis. And what Kevin Stefanski wants to do is run the football. This Minnesota defense ranks bottom 10 in defensive run success rate. If you're able to run the ball and then lean on the defense, you can keep this within 3.5. You've seen the total plummeting in this game. Bookmakers telling you it should be lower scoring.
The message for Gabriel should be don't kill us. Don't kill us. And I don't think he will.
And did the shoe fall off of Carson Wentz's foot yesterday when you talk about the 2 interceptions and 6 sacks? Is he going to start seeing ghosts again and turn back to who he used to be before we saw him this year?
Oh, that Minnesota offensive line is banged up. He's going to be under duress, betting on an interception as well. Probably a good play. Set alert against the Patriots. Fact or fiction?
Fact. How could you not be? We have seen now the rattled with injuries 49ers beat the Rams in Los Angeles. We've seen the Browns beat the Packers. We've seen the Giants beat the Chargers. Of course you got to be on upset alert. Every week you have to be on upset alert. It's the NFL.
Harry, do you agree?
I do agree. When you look at the quarterback and how he's playing right now, Drake May, he's playing unbelievable football, but their offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniels, is putting these guys in positions to have success. You see him all over the place. He is mirroring plays to make a run look like a pass and have other things coming off of that or whatnot. So special teams, they're scoring touchdowns with Marcus Jones on a 90-yard punt return last week. I like this New England Patriots team.
Fact or fiction number 2, Bart Scott. Baltimore will lose if Lamar, the Ravens, could be looking to climb. Since the 1970 merger, only 4% of teams who start out 1-4 or worse end up making the playoffs. But if Shedeur is saying he could miss the following week against the Rams, then starting out 1-5 could be the nail in the coffin. Only 1.5% of teams to start 1-5 or worse end up making the playoffs. Just 4 have done it since the merger. Harry, Ravens, are they toast without Lamar Jackson against the Texans?
I believe they are. And Bart, you said this is the Baltimore Ravens. No, this is not. The Baltimore Ravens that we've seen within the first 4 games of the season, Gory, that you want to bring up. But at the same time, Lamar Jackson accounts for a majority of their offense. Running the football, passing the football, it's the unscripted plays that he has the ability to be elusive and create for his other guys on amongst his offense. But I'm looking also at the team that they're going against. They're going against the Houston Texans, who are in a desperation situation as well. That defense with Will Anderson Jr., and then you have Danielle Hunter, and then you got Derek Stingley Jr. in the secondary. I don't think this is going to fare up well for the Baltimore Ravens this weekend.
Peter, they're sitting 1-3. Is this a must-win game for the Ravens?
No. And I know we're in such a knee-jerk, society now where every game is the end of the world. They could lose this game and the Rams game, and I don't think they're in that much of a trouble. Look at the final 8 games on their roster. Browns, Jets, Bengals, Steelers, always going to be a tough match. Bengals again, Patriots, Packers, Steelers. I don't see this as a murderer's row to end the season. If Lamar can get back there, I don't care if they have 1, 2, 3 wins. It's still going to be the Ravens in the end in January that we're talking about giving everyone heck in the AFC North. I look at that division. Browns aren't going to be winning that division. The Bengals aren't going to be winning that division as is right now. It's going to be them and the Steelers, and I don't know, are the Steelers running away with this thing? I'm not so sure about that.
Brand and culture always matters, right? And the Ravens just need to remember who they are. You said something very important. You said that Lamar accounts for, 70% of their offense. That's the problem right now. Because when you look at it, they have one of the best running backs in the game. He only has 8 carries this season, right? He had 8 carries in the last game. He only has 49 carries this season, right? You talk about Lamar Jackson has 21. Listen, this is a team with